In July 2023, we travelled to the Alps to take on one of the most beautiful hiking trails in the world. Thanks so much for joining us on our epic adventure. So sit back and relax as we hike the Tour Du Mont Blanc. Hello and welcome back to Drunk on Wanderlust. You are now watching part 3 of us hiking and camping the Tour Du Mont Blanc. But don't worry if you haven't caught the first 2 episodes, you can find them on this link above, ding, or if that's not available on your device, you can check them out on our channel. Now we're going to pick up exactly where we left off in the last episode, but I'll show you quickly where that is on the map. Let's go. Starting in France, episode 1 saw us traverse some incredible mountain passes and cross the border into Italy. Then in episode 2, we reached the trail's highest point and crossed over into Switzerland, where we finished at the stunning Chamonix. Another sunrise, another glorious morning on the Tour du Mont Blanc. Time to pack down and head into town for breakfast and to resupply. Good morning everybody. Okay, we are on day 7, I think, of walking on the Tour du Mont Blanc. All the days are kind of rolling into one at the minute. We're still in Switzerland, we're in Chamonix. It's got an X on the end, I don't know if you pronounce it or not, but you can let me know in the comments, can't you? Because I've probably pronounced everything wrong in this whole video. So, we're here, we are at the Boulangerie. We have just had some breakfast. We've got quite a big day today. We've got about a 700 metre climb coming up this afternoon. It's already very, very warm, as you can see. Nice and sunny again. Staying in Switzerland, I think tonight we're going to head to a campsite called La Putti. I think that's still in Switzerland. Yeah, so let's crack on then. This morning we had it quite easy, as the climbing didn't start until slightly later in the day, so we could all relax and enjoy the beautiful, quaint Swiss villages and forest paths. What's your pockets full of? Rocks. Nana's been collecting rocks and Charlotte, both of them, carrying rocks around the Tour du Mont Blanc because they're pretty.
Look at least one.
Now Charlotte said 1, but they both had a full pocketful. They were like a pair of magpies, instantly drawn to anything shiny. This is Danny's hiking pole. She's bent it. I don't know how she's done it, but she's bent. She has a bent pole. Put the pole in the hole.
Go on, off you trot, madam.
Danny had offered to film for a while this morning, so we thought we would repay her kindness with a perfectly choreographed routine. What a treat!
I thought I was left behind, so I was trotting along. Turns out Charlotte's doing a wee.
Just one of the 200 wee stops Charlotte had each day. And now for some completely shameless self-promotion. Wow, Danny, I love your top.
Thank you very much. And don't forget, if you want to support the channel, head over to officiallysmashedit.com, where you can get all of your sustainable hiking gifts.
So if you want to support our channel and our small business, head over and take a quick look at our website. Back to the trail. Just look at this view. What a lovely chilled morning we were having. Don't know if you can hear that sound. Cows. We have to go through a cow field. You ready, Danny? Spoke too soon. Luckily, this one was fine, and we reached a cafe where we stopped for a quick drink before the start of the climb. time to start heading up and give our leg muscles another good workout. We're taking a little snack stop. We've got about 500 metres left to climb. It's very beautiful. It's all through some lovely woodland at the minute. Looking forward to seeing what the views are going to look like from the top. I've just had a cheeky croissant. What have you had? Croissant.
I've had a
Le
cheese.
croissant.
I've had a cheese and tomato sauce sandwich.
Ketchup.
Yeah, tomato sauce, same thing.
We are feeding ourselves like kings, obviously, on this trail. If you don't like cheese, you're kind of screwed because, you know,
And if
there's
you're
a lot of cheese.
vegan, God help you. Like, it's been limiting enough as a veggie, but vegan bread.
No chance. Luckily, we all loved cheese, so it wasn't too bad. As the temperature rose, we stopped at the streams along the way to filter some water and cool ourselves down. It had reached the high 20s again by now. The weather had been glorious almost the whole trip. We were so lucky to have the clear skies for the views, but it did make the uphill climbing tough in the heat. What's wrong with the Pepsi in Switzerland?
Pepsi is my ultimate favourite drink, and I savour it for a very, very rare treat. And I had a bottle this morning, it was winking at me from the fridge, and I was like, I'm going to have that, set my day right. And there's about a quarter of the sugar in it, and it just tasted a bit like bums. So, yeah, very, very disappointing.
Ah, what a letdown. As the day got hotter, Charlotte found a random bathtub full of water on the side of the mountain, so decided to take a dip to cool off. She later realised it had been used as a cow trough, so she'd actually been bathing in cow saliva. Lovely. Still, you can't beat a bath with a view. We're just going to have to let them go. Just stand still. Let them pass. They're going up there. Don't look. Look away. Stand still. One cow passed close behind us and the other one so close in front I could feel one of its horns scrape across my stomach. Now, in case you didn't know, me and Danny are scared of cows. My method of defence? Stand with my eyes closed and pray we wouldn't die.
So I give you the cows that tried to kill me. No, not really. We just had a bit of a experience when we were walking and we had two giant cows either side of us. So I decided to have a mental breakdown. Dizzy had her eyes closed trying to film and filmed a horn. But yeah, like, need sugar because I actually thought that was how it was going to end. Like, legit.
Hello again, we are 1,970 metres up with the cows. We've got about 103 metres left to go to reach the top. We're all pretty tired, but it's a good job this refuge is here. We've all had a fizzy drink and we are ready to set off again. And then we're going to go all the way back down to 1,300 metres, and that's where our campsite is tonight. Still got 4 miles left to go. Let's do it. The sugar rush helped us climb the last bit, and the views from the top were so beautiful. Danny was still a bit shaken from the cow experience, so wasn't too happy when we had to pass through another herd. We put Devon the cow whisperer at the front so he can ensure us safe passage. About a mile before La Putie campsite, we came across a hotel that had its own campsite. There was a nice bar opposite, so we opted to stay here and have a few beers before bed.
Hello everybody. This is day 8, I think, on the trail, and we have like a 1,000-meter climb this morning. Devon had brain cells and decided to get the bus. I decided I've got attachment issues and can't be apart from dizzy, so I'm going to be crawling behind her and Charlotte up this mountain. Wish me luck, because originally I was going to get the bus, then decided cannot be apart, so not getting the bus. But yeah, it's a long day. We're going to another campsite tonight. I think we're crossing the border into France, but I'm ready, I think. I've just downed a coffee in like record time, eaten a croissant in like record time, so I'm good to go. Pray for me, please, because yesterday was really hard. Had an emotional breakdown about cows, crawled up a giant mountain. Yeah, let's go.
Yes, today was going to be a tough one. We had some serious elevation to contend with. But first, this interesting section.
This is like Jurassic Park 3 when they're going into the big pterodactyl.
Oh my
enclosure.
god, it's a huge drop.
Yeah.
Don't look down.
You enjoying this, Charlotte?
Really, I wouldn't say it's an enjoyable experience. Maybe later.
I thought it was awesome though. We crossed the bridge and reached the campsite we were originally going to stay at, La Putie, and then began our epic climb. She's going in caffeine mode today, isn't she?
Making the most
She's
of it.
speeding up faster than we are. She's like making the most before it wears off.
Yeah, and I'm crawling again.
300 metres up already, smashing it out. Another 600 to go to get to the top of the first peak. Steep, isn't it, babe? You're doing really well.
I got a mule behind me and I had to go really fast. I had to run, then I escaped. It was really cute, but then it was doing mule farts and I was inhaling mule farts because I couldn't breathe. I had to mouth breathe the mule farts.
That's gross. Thanks for oversharing, Danny. The climb today seemed to go on forever, but the scenery was gorgeous and we knew there was a refuge at the top we could stop for drinks and snacks. It was a very welcome sight, and I think the last one before we crossed the border back into France.
I made Dizzy go and get me coffee, but she's been ages. Doesn't she know I have needs? I'm only joking.
Just look at the size of this brownie. I can't even get my mouth around it, look. Now that was an epic brownie, but well deserved as we had just climbed 1,000 metres this morning. That was not the end of the climbing today. We had another 200 metres to do. Now this part was truly stunning. The views were incredible and the trail itself was a bit of a scramble, which kept things interesting. Here we are at the highest point of today, 2,200 metres up. Woohoo! But what goes up must come down, and it was a long way down. Ready for the descent? We've got 3 hours until the... Yeah. 3 hours until the refuge reception shuts. So it's like a race against time. We had booked the campsite and paid half board at Auberge la Boerne, but they had emailed saying that if we didn't arrive by 5 p.m, we probably wouldn't get a pitch and our meals wouldn't be reserved. This didn't give us long to try and descend 800 metres with bad knees. And the way down was not straightforward. It was steep with lots of steps and scrambly bits.
This descent is an absolute killer. Snacks are needed.
But look how pretty it is. Look at this. Apologies for not filming much of it, but we all needed both poles. Today had been the toughest yet. We arrived at the refuge just in time.
You've got a piece of paper, start drawing, start putting it together.
We made it to the refuge. Just about. There was blood, sweat and tears.
Oh no! Yeah, buy my stuff.
Mostly sweat. There was a few tears from me, few tears from Charlotte. Danny absolutely smashed it up the says, and we've met Yanni and Kathy over here. Woo! They're also absolutely smashing it. Devon evaded capture yet again. In fact, let's show you a few clips of Devon's adventures.
Devon Cam here. I've smuggled myself over the border, no passports checked, no nothing, in France. Going to be winding my way alongside the road through a nice wee, hopefully shady valley. Needs to climb over 1,000 metres today, so off on a wee solo adventure, see if I survive. Made it safely into France, managed to avert the gaze of any of the authorities, slipped under a wee railway line, now following this very quiet, very rocky forest track. Hopefully I'll evade capture. Day 403 of hunted. Let's go.
Very good morning and welcome back. This is day 9 on the Tour Du Mont Blanc, and last night we stayed here. We camped outside the refuge Auberge le Boerne. I think that's how you pronounce it. We did half board, so we had some foodies last night, we had our dinner, we just had breakfast, but we need to resupply, so we are going to quickly catch the bus into town and back again so we can stock up. And we're having a little wild camp tonight up at the top by one of the lakes up there. Got a bit of a climb today, we've got to do some ladders. Hopefully the weather's going to pick up a little bit, but yeah, we're feeling good, feeling energized from the 5 hours sleep that we had last night, but we've only got a day and a half left to go, so let's do it. After nipping into Argentière on the bus and back to resupply, we began today's climb. We only had around 4 miles to go, but it would all be uphill, 900 metres up, to reach the allocated wild camping area.
Hello.
Hello, this is Dizzy reporting live, coming from a mountain in the Alps. We are climbing up around 750 metres today. It might be more, haven't really checked to be honest.
Excuse me.
Every day we climb up very high. Yeah, it's hot. I'm gonna say, with just as an estimate, probably about 24 degrees already, so it's gonna be a really, really hot one. And we're just taking it slow and steady. Taking our sweet ass time, you know? I've got a flutter by little bitty bird. What are you doing, baby?
Having a snack.
Snacks. What's on the menu? What have you got? Let me see. Mmm. Nutritious. It was nice to be able to take today slower after yesterday's manic rush down the mountain. Plus, both mine and Charlotte's knees were really hurting from yesterday's descent. $1,800 metres up in the air. Look at the view behind me. Absolutely stunning. It's on top of the world, Ma. We stopped for a quick snack and a rest, because next up it was time for the infamous ladder section up the mountain.
Yes, I'd been excited for this bit, but I didn't realise exactly how precarious it was going to be with heavy packs. These ladders were steep and there was a lot of them. I struggled to get much footage going up as I was helping Danny where I could, so big shout out to Caroline Miller for donating some footage. We met her on the trail and she was absolutely smashing it. Now this bit was steep. I don't know whether you can see from this angle, but it was a long way down.
We have just done the ladder bit, absolutely smashed it, officially smashed it, may I add. Loved it, absolutely loved it. The guys were a little bit wary of it. How did you get on, guys?
Clinging on for dear life.
Danny, what did you think?
Don't even talk to me.
I don't think Danny's ever going to talk to me again. She was going up and she was going, I could just fall off this and die. I'm like, babe, just focus on where your hands are going, you know. But she smashed it. Everybody did a great job. We're up and we've got the adrenaline going and we're feeling good. Yeah, for sure.
We had just started to relax and enjoy the views when we realised there were more ladders further along the trail.
Today has been tough. There's been ladders, there's been strange crawly uppy bits. It's been a scramble and there's not been any water on the way up. We found this kind of puddle here, so we've put some in the filter bottle. But once we get to the top, it's 45 minutes to get to the lake that we're hoping to wild camp at. So hopefully we can filter some more water there. But just be warned, pack enough water for this climb and prepare yourself because it's a toughie. Officially smashed it! Woo!
What a day it had been, but completely worth it. We made our way to the allocated wild camping area and just collapsed. We couldn't set up tents until 7 p.m, so we had time to explore and filter some water. This place was magnificent. I don't think you could find a better pitch. Just look at these views.
There she is, on the end of a mountain.
Hello!
In a sleeping bag.
It's a bit chilly.
Oh.
I am Batman!
Our last morning on the trail and the sunrise was magical. We were all feeling pretty emotional. It had been such an intense, crazy and wonderful adventure, and we were feeling so blessed to have had the chance to experience it together.
Okay, a very good morning to everybody. This is our last day on the trail, and what an amazing morning we've had so far. We've seen one of the goats with the really long horns pottering around, a gorgeous sunrise, really lovely views over Mont Blanc. It's going to be quite an emotional day. It's been such an adventure. This is our last little bit. We're going to potter on into town, back into town. We've got a nice hotel to stay in tonight. We can't wait just to have showers, get properly clean and fed. We've got about 6 miles or so to do today, and I think it's going to be absolutely stunning, so really looking forward to it. So come on, let's just go.
We backtracked back to the trail and set off towards Chamonix. I don't know what it was about this morning, but everything just seemed magical. The scenery, the colours. I was torn, wanting to complete it, but also not ready for it to be over.
Good morning. This is day
409.
unhunted. Still no capture.
We reached the Flagère cable car, which you can use to get down into Chamonix, but decided to push on a few more miles until the next one. Would love some advice from you, the viewers. We're looking for more trails to do over the next few years that are equally as beautiful. If you can think of any, please let us know in the comments.
We have 0.7 miles left. We're out of water and it is hot. So we're just trying to like zoom to get to the cable car, because we're all mega thirsty. My lips are so dry. Our silly fault for not bringing enough with us, but you live, you learn.
The final push, here we go. The sun was beaten down, the scenery was incredible. Tour du Mont Blanc, you had been magnificent. Next up, the Cape Wrath Trail starting September the 19th, so please hit that subscribe button and join us for our next adventure. We were almost at the end now.
We made it. Cheers, everybody. Almost down in Chamonix. You've got to say it for the video.
Cheesy.
With the next.
We took the Prevent cable car down and stuffed our faces when we reached town, but you know what? It was well deserved.
We're at Geneva Airport. We officially smashed it. It's been an amazing trail. Thank you all so much for watching. And we're going to get ready for the next one. Bye!